everybody is buying things and doing things that you can't afford is that one, a lot of people's parents are paying for a lot of this stuff. All right. Not all of us got blessed with the family finances. And two, everybody is in credit card debt. I have a friend that travels the world from going country to country, and I asked her, "What are you doing for work that lets you travel so much? I've never seen you come home in like 2 to 3 years." And she said, "I just left home with two credit cards and a dream." We're the same age. We're both 24. And this woman has probably racked up thousands of dollars of credit card debt just so she could travel around and have fun. Which, I mean, go for it. You should be living your life, but you should not be living your life at the expense of the rest of it. I mean, you're gonna have to pay that back. That's gonna eat at you. So if you broke and you're not doing anything, don't feel bad. At least you're not negative broke like the rest of these people.
Hi, my name is Yumaisi. I'm a girl that works 2 jobs to pay up over $100,000 of debt. In 2025, I plan on being all consumer debt free. I've planned out my year in terms of finances, and I'm really excited to share that with you. So let's go through my numbers. As things stand, I'm planning about netting in, including the portion of the rent that my boyfriend pays me, about $77,000. I would love to, well, we'll get into the numbers, but I would love to increase that number for sure. In terms of bills, it looks like my bills will equal about $24,000. In terms of variable expenses, I do have planned out $7,430. I actually think I was more generous here than I was this year. I also want to make it plausible for me to stick to my plan and not make it as restrictive as I sometimes get into that headspace. So I plan to pay in total with extra payments about $44,489.68 towards debt. That's crazy. Sitting on about half of my income and then like the rest is going to debt. It's really, really insane. That's a crazy number to me. I plan on saving about $1,200. However, I do have $100 every month going into my emergency fund that comes straight from my paycheck. So the money that's not hitting my bank account, it's going straight to my savings account. I didn't include in my income, and I didn't include that money that's being saved in here. So I guess with that, it'd be another $1,200 a month. So about $3,000 saved in the year of 2025. So that's my plan for 2025. I basically broken down my debt, and I would need to bring in about an extra $800 a month. If you guys want to see the template that I'm using or what else, the debt tracker, let me know. I'm happy to share that with you guys. But I'm also doing a bigger deep dive in my YouTube channel. I'll link that in my bio once it's ready to go. So you guys can check that out. Follow me there in case TikTok does leave us actually on January 20th, which is my birthday. So follow me there. And yeah, I'm excited to go through this with you guys.
I'm 28 years old and completely debt-free. Well, apart from a house mortgage. Here are my secrets. No credit cards. No afterpay. If I do not have the money to pay for something, it means I can't afford it. If I do not have enough money to pay for something in full, in my mind, that means I cannot afford it. And I personally would rather save up for something and buy it in full than use Afterpay or have a loan. I live within my means. So that means I try to stick to a budget and again, not buy things that I genuinely cannot afford. I live your pretty average lifestyle. I work part-time, earn a pretty average wage. I've got a second-hand car that I paid off in full. Zero debt owing to that car. I absolutely hate debt. I think I find debt really triggering because I grew up with parents that were in massive amounts of debt. I honestly don't think financial stress is talked about enough. The stress of money in general, not knowing if you'll be able to afford a bill, afford your rent or your mortgage. But that's not to say that you can't go out and get a new car. You can't go out and enjoy new things if it comes at the cost of debt. It's up to you to decide whether it's worth it or not.
Listen, I understand credit card debt. What I don't understand are the creators that come on here. They say they're 28 years old. They have $65,000 worth of credit card debt, but they also say that they bought a car last month for $50,000. Because sis, at this point, you are the problem. You are the problem. If you have already accrued, say $30,000 worth of credit card debt, you do not need a new car. You do not need to buy an outfit every single time there's an event coming up. You do not need to buy a new pair of tennis shoes every other month. You do not need to buy Starbucks every morning and every afternoon. You don't need to go to Home Goods because it's Christmas time and now you want to redo all the decor in your home. Some of you guys, it makes it really hard for me to feel bad for some of you guys when you continue to make really poor, stupid financial decisions and then you wonder why you're 35 years old and you don't have a good enough credit score to purchase a home. It's because you keep purchasing stupid shit that really equates to nothing. Like, and again, if you use credit cards for essentials because you got laid off or you even have a job, but like you're using your credit card to pay your electric bill or to buy food because times are just hard right now. A lot of people go through that. I'm not talking to people like that. Or you have to use your credit card to pay for medical bills. Again, I have respect for that. But if you are using your credit card because you want this brand new North Face coat or you want to go buy a $60,000 SUV, but you can't even pay off any of the balance on your other credit cards, I don't feel bad for you because that's on you. That is on you, sis.
You guys were not ready for marriage.
No.
Good thing we spent $25,000 on the wedding.
We did rush into marriage.
Oh.
But it was because his mom was really sick.
Oh.
And so we wanted her to be a part of it. She passed away 2 months after. So
Gosh. And that is fair, and I'm very sorry for that.
that's when everything really fell apart with him.
The loss of his mom.
Yeah.
There's tissues right there if you need them. Gosh, it would crush
It's
me.
empty.
Can
Can we have more?
we have some more tissues? Man, people be crying.
I mean, he never told me anything about his finances, really.
Oh,
Before-
did he lie about his debt?
Yeah.
Do we stay with someone who is willing to lie to us?
Well, I knew he had debt. I just didn't know how much.
Do we raise
And I kind
kids
of
with someone
just-
who's willing to lie to us?
Yeah, that's where we have our issues.
You are not a credit card person.
Yeah, I used to be.
Use a card like the Fizz card. It's a debit card. It also builds your credit because I know everyone always says, what about my credit? Well, there you go. It's a debit card that builds your credit.
Well, he was in the Air Force, so he blames that the military didn't prepare him enough for basically being outside of the military because they pay for everything when you are in the military. They pay for housing, they pay for childcare, they pay for school, they pay for even moving.
I don't think people understand